Welcome on a Saturday morning to get the day started with some Motley Crue. Even though Vince Neil, it looks like a fat grandma, man, I still love the Crew. Manage Roy, Simone from Italy, Jason Reed, Colorado, BJ Fordash, my wrench, Mr. Hemi, my wrench, Paul Smecker is back. Hope Paul's doing good. And your doggy, Timmy Kramer, the forever bachelor, is in the house. Protector and provider scam is pure bullshit. Results oriented is here. Good to see you. Today's topic is Jezebel, but somewhat we have to understand who Jezebel was. Jezebel was a Phoenician princess. Researchers have said she came from a very wealthy family and was tutored by the best tutors. But her claim to fame was that she had innocent men falsely imprisoned and falsely deleted, and she worshipped false idols. She tricked them. She was a murderer, and by the end of her life, she was murdered. Can you believe that? She was also a queen. Very interesting. Knew how to play the man way back in the day. Please check Vikram's marriage story and his foolish action. I think you sent that to me. I'll check it out. Simone says if she comes back, make her suffer for what she did. I would never take a woman back. You do not want to bathe in dirty bathwater. Let them go. Rich is in the house. Good to see you. Delart is back. Conduct 623 is in the house. Good to see you guys. But is the modern day woman the Jezebel? Well, I think there's a lot of comparisons. Do women today worship false idols? Do they worship their social media? Do they worship their attention? Do they worship their phones, their makeup, the way their appearance? Do they worship the image they see in the mirror? Isn't false idols having false images before me? As the Bible says, regardless if you believe in the Bible or not, Bible has a lot of red pill truths in it. If you read it from a red pill perspective, you'll see a lot of it. Let's see what else we got. Jezebel struggled with the prophet Elijah. He went into hiding. Elijah is one of the very, very, very popular prophets of the Bible. He went into hiding to escape the wrath of Jezebel. Jezebel was having men deleted. She had her goons out there taking care of good men. Right? Jezebel's name is used to describe evil. Continues to be associated with evil many centuries after her death. She lived around 873, I believe, before the 1900 or 900. So what we got, 1200, 20, almost 1300. In modern society, calling a woman Jezebel means she is evil, cruel, and deceptive. Well, could that describe my ex-wife in court? Yeah. In Christian lore, it's considered women who are also follow paganism, which is, worshiping rabbits' feet and things like that. Sigma Rodin is back. Good to see you. Manoj Roy, no marriage, no cohab, no long-term. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wolf King is back. He was busy last night with his Polish lady. Good to see Wolf. Conservatives, betas like Michael Knowles will always make an excuse for born-again virgins. It's not funny. You are absolutely right. But today's woman is a modern-day Jezebel, 98% of them. I'm sorry, guys. They look in the mirror. They worship what they see in the image in the mirror. They trick people by using deceptive techniques, putting incredibly thick makeup and extensions and fake hair and fake everything. Would that be considered deception? Well said, Wolf. Slam is back. Good to see Slam. Double standards for days with ladies. Post women suck on Facebook or Instagram and get deleted. Yes, they sure do. Talking about social media, all this technology has made us more isolated than ever. Yeah, couldn't have said that better. Simone from Italy. FJT is in the house. Kicking it old school back east. Good to see our brother FJT. You want to hear about Jezebels and listen to what they say? Check out FJT's channel. All a woman needs to go into business is yoga pants, a bikini, and a Bluetooth camera. 6 months later, she's a millionaire. Ain't the truth being said by Timmy Kramer? Yeah, the world is loved by the HOEs. The 304s, no humility in them. Project AZ, my fellows and those in the know, happy anti-natalism month post-April. All women may not be Jezebels, but each woman definitely knows what ladies do, yet still act like NPCs. Good to have Project here. It is man who brought forth the evil nature of women out in the play. Easy life made men weak. They can face 40 covered with snow weather to watch football, but cannot protect their borders. Well said, Betty. Good to have you. They will be worshipped by every man. Well, men worship women, right? I don't think Betty's wrong about that statement. We caused the worshiping of women. We looked at their genitals and their beauty, and it began to worship them. Not really understanding. And Rad is guilty too. I saw a very beautiful woman in 1996, and I married her. What if I knew what was behind the headlights? Why is it that most men, not all, are driven to virtue, while most women, not all, are driven to sin? Creepy Rubsta, good to have you. Great question. I think women strive for the attention of others. They don't get made up in the morning. No man wants a half-inch of makeup, fake eyelashes, fake everything. It is not natural. Men like natural feminine women. So why do they continually go to great lengths to make their eyebrows thicker and thinner and their eyelashes? And this, out here, they put the little lines mascara that looks like a goddamn evil deal. Why do they do that? Why do they put so much makeup? Why do they appear and deceive everybody? But yet at the end of the night, they take the makeup off and they don't look good. They get ready for others. They seek the attention of men and women, both. Jason Reed, materialism is what drives the woman. I'd say 98%. And again, there are 1% to 2% women that watch that are decent women. My sister's one of them. But they're very, very rare. Sean Connery, in 2024, Sean Connery was interviewed if he loved slapping the other gender. You know, he was a man of his words back in the day. They chose to unleash Eve's curse, and it ruins men, says Wolf. Man, it says they're sinners by nature. Well, I think it goes back to Eve. Maybe Lilith, the folklore first wife of Adam from the Jewish history. The lip injections are the worst. Yes, pig lips results, pig lips. There's not enough righteous women to call out the rest who will there make a change. They're almost all the same now. Even a lot of the righteous women, they'll go that route, and then they end up, putting fillers in their face. PC culture, feminism, and social media have given a 4 value of a 10 to the beta. Well said, brother. Well said. Those thin line kind of look like Asian eyes. WHO346. I agree, brother. Good to have you. Thanks, Rad. I just had a Jezebel 2 days ago calling me from a different number, aggressively asking why I blocked her. I told her why, and she started screaming, and I hung up. Good for you, FJT. Lay it down to Chinatown. Sick of seeing biatch videos and this trapping. It's quite lame, brother Wolf. Creepy says they don't care about lying about makeup because they live in lies. Fleetwood Mac, tell me lies, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Well said. Jezebel would have many followers on Only F. Well said. Put a woman on a pedestal, she will put you in the friend zone and make you think you're meant to serve them. Take note, it's not only 2 men, but they do this to their boys and even the state. Sure, women don't even follow what the courts tell them. They think they're above everything. The 98%ers. If Sean Connery slapped Barbara Walters, he'd be clapping those cheeks. Oh, sure he would. Sure he would. They put all that makeup on because they think they come from ancient Egypt. Something's weird. Now, here's another thing. Jezebel's sons became kings. The sons of Jezebel became kings. Can you believe that? Jehu, now the new king of Israel, killed all the members of the Ahab family, including Queen Jezebel. Somebody got pissed and said, enough of you, and deleted Jezebel. Jezebel's story has inspired tons of books and songs, and you name it. But in the end, she was murdered. She was murdered. The whole family. Eventually, the pendulum swung back, and people were sick of it. Now, will this happen today? Will the pendulum swing back to submissive, feminine, lovely, caring, co-piloting women? And my answer is no. No, no, no. The reason is the programming is too deep. The men have allowed too much over the last 100 years. Cleopatra, well said. We were kings. Is that we were kings? Results. Remember the double lip lines, whatever. Oh, yes. Yes, I cannot stand that WHO. That poster is the cult. It is actually I got it from when I was 15 from a German exchange student who was my very first stinky pinky. And it is a cloth banner of the cult love. I'll have to get a picture of that. It's worth quite a bit of money because you cannot find this as a European. The blue pill programming teaches men to overvalue women. Well said, Jason Reed. Ladies, their values, U.S. blowing heads with romantic hype. Jezebels are a dime a dozen, and the simp keeps the narrative going. Yes. Couldn't have said it better, brother. The old painting managed of the train is actually on my other side because I'm selling this house. So that looks a little bit better instead of the cult. You know, you don't know. People might get upset, but you got to present a house. Accountability is their downfall for an emotionally strong man going his own way. Very few women take accountability. Very, very few. There is a 1% to 2%, and you can argue with me for that, but I've seen 1% to 2%, and I'm going to say 98% of women are modern day Jezebels. That's the reality. They deceive men, they trick men, they cruel men, they worship themselves, they worship the female entity, which is fine. But we've already uncovered what our superpower is. Our superpower is peace, quiet, and freedom. We remove toxicity from our life. That's what we do. A cold pizza morning and scrambled eggs. What kind of pizza? Pepperoni and pineapple? Brad, are you aware of TG? What is TG? Oh, Bob, he's pulling. Bob, can't tell. Bob's probably getting a burger. He's throwing some dead milkmen out there. Women will never be like they were unless a massive, terrible thing that kills off about 7 people and reverts us back to the early 1700s. Can you imagine if all of the if like what Einstein said, World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones? If we lost everything, that we literally went back to cavemen, who could make it? The soft guy era, I think it's quite funny. I've seen some videos on it. It's basically showing women what they've been showing men for the last 25 years. I love it, Creepy. After I hung up, she apologized for what she did. That's cool, I guess, but I'm still not going to talk. And you're absolutely right, FJT. FJT is showing us you remove toxicity as soon as possible. Conduct said the simps are making it bad for all of us. And it's not going away. Look at the number. Every person knows what OnlyFans is today. Every person. 5 years ago, very few people knew what it is. Everybody knows now. Movie TVs here are so-called Hollywood make some kind of superhero while reality is radically different. Perception persists. So will the evil, and nothing will change. Well said, brother. Rad, are you aware of this drizzle drizzle trend? Guys are showing women how ridiculous they... Yes, the soft guy era. I think it's funny. I was getting used to the train picture in the background. Happy Saturday book show. I still got it. It was my grandfather's picture back in the 40s. He died, and I got it. Meat feast pizza for me tonight, and no woman to ask me for a slice. Yeah. Well said, brother. Maltha Gabe riding his motorcycle, stopping in. Good to see you, brother. Good to have you in the chat for this amount of time. Florentine with ham and a bagel. Look at you. Y'all bougie. Strong men, hard times, scarcity, communal bonds, societal pressure, religion, extended family. These things kept women in check. How did our world survive 5,000 years? Let's just go from 5,000. There was a hierarchy of men that made everything. Women knew their place. The moment women began to leave their place, the moment society crumbled. Get your own. Jerome Markel from Brooklyn is back. Hey, if she can't handle me at my softest, she doesn't serve me at my hardest. Drizzle drizzle. Yeah, I think Coach Greg Adams brought that up the other day. Honoring their vows is the 1% to 2% might do. Well, maybe, says Slam. Stephen Roberts, morning to you, brother. No point in dealing with modern women. Monk mode for the win. Monk mode brings peace, quiet, and freedom. I'll tell you that. Too early for a beer unless you're Charles Bukowski. And OnlyFans started as a super cool idea, but then women came in and turned it into the oldest profession app. As Greg Adams says, women are using monetization now. There's no such thing as a organic relationship, or very rare now. Just came back from a great walk before the rain out in New York. Jerron Markel laying it down. Good to have you, brother. Rad company of men, when a gal goes Jezebel, ex or not, mom or not, don't let them back. Never, ever bathe in dirty bathwater. You're not like all the other kids in the trailer park. No, don't get me wrong, Bob. I beg forgiveness for others, for I've simped. We pardon you, all-seeing Otto. We pardon you. We have all been in the symposium for most of our lives. My trend is pickle, bitch up, you ace. Delart says, I don't think most women can be trusted. I don't think either. And that nobody trusted Jezebel. She was worshipped false idols. She imprisoned innocent men. She deleted many men. You didn't miss much, Jerron Markel. You didn't miss much. Are we doing the Drizzle Drizzle thing? Because I'm not sure I feel about it, Polska. You know everything about women. I doubt after knowing so many things about women, they would be interested in being with them even after the conditions are changed. Reality is reality. We need to accept that. Well said. Florentine pizza. It sounds like a margarita with some ham. Dude, this culture is stupid as F. The women here are the same, easy to figure out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every divorced man I know tell me horror stories about the ex. She's never happy, even with the new guy. Right, Timmy? We have all simped. Seek forgiveness of yourself and do not simp no more. I pardon all. I forgive all of you as your simp reverend. Reformed simp reverend. Everyone knows that a burrow owl lives in a hole in the ground. Bill Jr., he was a daredevil. If you guys know what that song is, put it in the comment. All hoes are hoes no matter where she is. Couldn't have said it better, Jean Markel. Jason Reed, it's funny how quickly women all abandon feminism when hard time comes. They only abandon the idea of it, and then they get it back. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying programming is too deep now. Now, Drizzle Drizzle is a new trend. Check it out, WHO. I cringe to think I wrote all these idolizing poetry and spent hours and hours thinking and chasing the woman who left me homeless in the street. I wrote a song for my ex at the wedding. I get it. John Boston, taking a break from using my chainsaw all morning. Good to see John Boston, the legendary one, playing his bass last night. Good to see you. Delart, 90% of women are also bi, real talk. Yeah. She thought to be smarter than me, sent me a picture of us. I ghosted her. Guess what? She no longer texts me. In any case, who cares? My eyes are on the prize, which is getting better at English. Awesome, brother. OnlyFans is everywhere. When I was overseas, girls were telling me they want to start an OnlyFans because they're desperate for money. I don't think I've ever been to an OnlyFans. It just sounds sick. Sweet pizza. I think I've had sweet pizza once at some of these smorgasbords out here. All seeing Otto, women are a hell of a drug. I could not agree with that more. Absolutely. I had an ex try to come back and she was trying to make her ex jealous, so cut it off. That's what they try to do. I know so many men in their 60s whose women try to do that. Bros, you're too idealistic. All societies have their time and decline. Remember the Roman Empire, divest from soy society. Jezebel did it to so many men. She, what a man can do to many men. Well said, Project. It doesn't take a degree in physics to look at the modern day women and say, nah, don't want anything to do with it. You're headed down the road. It's called Headache Avenue to Destruction Boulevard. That's where you're headed. Just look at the soil around Boise, Idaho. You can't grow on it, anything on it. The government says it's due to poor farming. But we all know the truth. It's the gay Martians. They're building landing strips for gay Martians. Inspired by American starting a restoration business in India. Good for you, Manager Roy. If a woman refuses to be traditional, let her pay her way sometimes. Quit footing the bill. Here's it. Do the Tom Likas. Meet her for coffee. If she can't do coffee, look, women are conditioned now, the majority, 98%, are conditioned to these exotic, expensive dinners, outings, and everything. Be the one that doesn't do that shit. But I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying don't play the game. If she sees me as a success object, then I'll look at her as a sex object. I mean, what do you bring to my corporation other than sex? Cooperation. Only fools. Well said, Jerome Markel. I am meeting my stepsons at Scandia later so my son can see his half-brothers. Good for you. Good for you, son. Riff Rage is back. Jezebels are everywhere. Couldn't have said it better. Did you know a lot of clay and pottery plates from the western parts of us are radioactive? I did not know that. Has anyone noticed how short the days are after the solar eclipse, or is it just me? It seems like they were a little short. I regret all the things I did for my ex. Worst return on investment for sure. I now say no good deed I did for her ever went unpunished for me. Buying homes, cars, and paying for everything I did, I got the same result. Well said, John. Rad, love geeking out. Just got some cartoon version He-Mans. Silence, you fool! Skeletor. Did not know that. I didn't even know that either. Masculinity is a superpower. Women know this, so they call it toxic for men, then act masculine themselves. As my attorney once told me, women want to become men. That's why they divorce men. Glad I was raised by a single mother at a relatively young age. I already understood that certain things simply don't work no matter how much you try. Huh, where was your father, Simone? Palermo's Pizza at 95th and Cicero, south side of Chicago. Timmy, I think. Didn't Timmy grow up in Chicago? I did some research about one of the biggest secrets in the world. It's a huge possibility that Lucci the Devil is actually a woman. Are you talking... Is that the French gal? Some old product are very high quality. It just needs updated technology, like an old radio. Yeah, good for you, brother. I meet a woman today that are my age, and the idea of meeting someone decent is impossible. You can't talk to a woman and not get interrupted by her phone or her watch or her looking around for other guys giving her attention. Don't lose your purpose looking for purpose. Ain't that the truth, Bookshelf? Well said. Great quote. Don't lose your purpose looking for purpose. Live every day. Live in the minute. After this, I'm going riding. It's going to be 73 degrees. I'm getting mountain bike weather's coming back. Then I'll get some sort of lunch and just chill. Slam says no emotional bank account. Yep, they don't exist. There's no bank of love anywhere. Drizzle Drizzle, men need to listen to gals. Rent, rinse, and repeat when need be. Well said, Project. Society accepts masculinity from wartime. Other than that, we're supposed to sit in the corner. What does that make? Absolutely. Funny how Game Boy Basic still works after 30 years. Oh, the old technology. My parents still have the same washer and dryer they bought in the late 70s. They break. They're engineered to break. Well said, WHO. My father never ever cared about me. This community taught me more than what we have done. It's unfortunate that those fathers have stepped away. But most fathers, I don't believe, are like that. They either get pushed out or they can't handle the fact that they see their kid once a month. But there are some good single mothers out there that have done their best. There are some douchebag men that have left the families and, ran off with another woman. We don't know the circumstances, but, there's always an exception to every rule. Brad, what do you think of all these student loans being canceled with Brandon? He's trying to buy female votes since they are the biggest. Well, I paid off my student loan, all $8,000 in 1994. How come I don't get a check? I think it's ridiculous. It's, again, entitling people that they don't have to work. They don't have to do the hard work. I'm with you, John. The wisdom of our ancestors has been forgotten. All-seeing Otto, well said. And that's what we're talking about. Societies lived when the hierarchy was established, when women knew their place, which was to nurture, bring children into the village, feed the village, take care of the village as the men hunted and protected. It's really that simple. Life, that's how life got to this point. Focus on yourself and do the things that make you happy going forward these days. Well said, Delhart McGregor. Bring back 1980 to 1999. They say man up and get married. I say go F yourself. Well said, FJT. Rad Riot is playing nearby. Shoegaze Legend. Aren't they playing with the Charlatans? I know Charlatan, UK, and Riot are on tour. Also, I'm looking at a shaded pool to use to cool my house during the summer. There was a reason the callings of Romans were 20 feet tall. The ceilings. Cooling during summer. Well, they were pretty smart until they let wokeism Woke is not a new ideology. This happened in the Roman days. There was transgenders and Skittles all over that place. Caligula, go read about him. What a freak. I paid off my loans. Yeah, where's my check? Well said. I paid all my stuff. I think my parents gave me $100 and I paid it back. Ever in life, in terms of, loaning money. Travis is back. Good to see Travis. Check out Travis's channel. Travis knows what up. I got to play some Curious Syndicate. I am blessed to have my sons with me 24/7. Sadly, I can't give him a mentality, a healthy mother. Well, that's unfortunate, my man. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But you're going to be a great father and you're going to show him the way. Following through with debt forgiveness is another desperate move from the Rainbow administration. Yep, I agree with that. I don't want to say that other word because you never know what the algorithm would do. Blank, if he becomes president, will be the modern day Caligula. Yep. I choose to be Conan on my throne while the biatch compliments serves me. There you go. I mean, that's the reality, guys. I mean, you can look at 98% of the women that you go to, if you go to the store or you work out or you go to the mall or whatever you do, they all look the same. They worship themselves. Polska doing some pizza. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to put on it, but enjoy a nice lunch and a champagne of beers. They were never taught to be or want to be, says WHO. The silver lining is that my mother raised me with good principles. However, men need a masculine figure growing up. This means that I had to become the father of my son. You do, yeah. There's an issue. I mean, unfortunately, you didn't have a masculine figure, so at least you found this group, and we're glad you are with us. And there's a lot of guys like you. What are we seeing is all part of the depopulation agenda. Couldn't have said it better. Mentally healthy. And you have to have a mentally healthy mother. If you have a bad mother, like a wacky mother, that's not good either. Pizza day does sound good. Pineapple on pizza. I like it too. It's called passive cooling. I'm checking about the technology on the internet. Oh, good for you. Alex Sanchez, 99.9% have it. It's the lost eyes in many women. Yeah, if you look at their eyes tell a story. What's behind those eyes? Internal evaluation. I love women in my mind. External evaluation. To heck with it. They are all Jezebels. Or 98% of them. Well said, Project. That's all we need. Internal validation from ourselves, not from anybody else. We don't need a pat on the head from a girl. It's like men have to start from scratch to build strong men. Yeah, now we do. We are all blessed, man. We've been through much, so live in victory and joy. Yeah, we need, there's a lot of talk about, and it's good for men that come into the space that understand that they start to learn about female nature. That damn right, Depop is everywhere. Bitch and Camaro, I was going to play that song, actually. Blasphemy on pizza. But the reality is men are coming into the space, and so we talk about female nature. We talk about male nature. We talk about hypergamy. And it can get negative, but we have to also take Wolf's advice. We've been through a lot, and now let's go live and enjoy what we've learned. Even though we have toxicity still around us. Could be our kids that don't talk to us. I have a daughter I've talked for a year. I am not allowing blood, even if it's toxic in my life. You have to, if it's your family member, if it's a boss, get them out of your life. Ed's back. Jezebels are taking their shot at me at work, but at this level, I can easily see their plan ahead of time. Men first. Well said, brother. Good to have you, Ed. Principal spelled it wrong. Be the better version of yourself. Well said. ERA 87. Good to see you, brother. Can't remember where you're from, but let me know. Every country all seeing auto is letting feminism in. Technology has allowed it. I mean, you get YouTube anywhere. You get OnlyFans and Instagram and all that crap. Facebook. That 98% should be 100%, 101% of females are 304s, and they want us to get down on one knee and procreate with them. Our mothers want to be grandmothers to these 304s. Go to prove your mom doesn't love you. My mom has said that these modern day women are wacky. My mom comes from the old school. She'll be 78 this year. Strong men, we often forget the men who die and are mistreated by the historical Jezebel. Funny, isn't it? Yeah. I've not seen my son and daughter in 3 years. Breaks my heart. And you're not alone, brother. You are not alone. We have many men in this Travis, as difficulty was what 6 months ago, difficulty seeing his kids. We should all meet in the heavy metal parking lot with grown mullets and 40-year-old Schlitz malt liquor. Schlitz malt liquor. Boy, you get Schlitz down in Atlanta. You can't get it here. I'm from California, the San Fernando Valley. Oh, okay. I think I remember that. My yellow fever is acting up. I need some Japanese metal. Lip cream from the 80s. Oh, those Japanese. I'd love to visit Japan. I think Japan would be a fun place to visit. Most of the time I'm out in public, women do a great job of not paying any attention to me, and I'm very good looking. I think they have a hate for men. Well, they expect men to literally bow down and worship them, literally, to follow them. And then if you follow them and ask them for their number or whatever, they get all offended. It's delusion. Guys, it's delusion. It's the accumulation of feminism, birth control, head meds, internet, Apple technology, you name it. You know, one of my big red flags, an Apple Watch on a woman. If she has an Apple Watch, what does that tell you? All of her attention goes to her watch, which means people giving her attention. People, oh, but Brad, Apple Watches are great. You can put your phone in your pocket. Fine, if you're riding your bike, but take all that crap off and listen to nature. You're riding a bicycle anywhere and you're looking at your watch, you can go head over heels real quick. Smart men learn from their mistakes. Wise men learn from the mistakes of other. Like Timmy Kramer and FJT, Jerron Markel, right? It's challenging sometimes dealing with my mom because she wants to be in her grandson's life, but has terrible boundaries. Well, I think even our parents, if they're toxic, we have to get rid of toxicity. Guys, get rid of everyone that's toxic, what blood related or not. My ex-wife was Japanese, a demonic cold creature. Interesting. Brad, my mom is 80 and she says women have destroyed the country and themselves. She cannot stand 90% of female politicians. My mom grew up in Italy where the family is everything. By the way, I just finished an Italian Netflix series called Ripley based on The Talented Mr. Ripley. 8 episodes. It's all in black and white. It's amazing. I love the story about The Talented Mr. Ripley, but it's a Netflix TV show. 8 episodes. Go watch it, John. I bet you'd love it. I'll never buy a fancy meal again for a woman. Costco, hot dog, or Mexican takeout. Where do we go to get Mexican, Timmy, in that one place? Was it Joe's Tacos or something? Man, those were good tacos. In Phoenix, me and Timmy met up, and we had some cerveza and some yum tacos and some chips. And it was quite inexpensive. Well, bookshelf, I'll tell you what, you don't want to be called abusive and controlling and abusive. Yeah, John Boston. You know, a lot of these old mothers, like our older mothers, they know what's up. They stood behind their man. Sure did, Project. Sure did. Twisted men out there rad as well. A psycho just deleted 6 people at a mall. Yeah, there are. Then most of those men are nice guy incels that don't get attention. They don't understand their power. They're in their emotions. There are I would say 98% of men are emotional. Raised by women, Sunday school by women, education by women. So what do you expect? There was a Peter from the UK. There was a good reason why women were kept under control in the past by cultural pressure or laws on them. Putting women in control and in workplace is idiotic. I can't say that word. Of the outcomes. Well said, brother. Beefcake is from the UK as well. Good to have you, brother. Thanks for being our UK brother. And the more I ignore women, the more they get closer. It's weird and creepy. Just give away your power, even just looking at them. Try not to look at them, right? Good to see Christian in the chat. Yeah. Don't make eye contact. It'll drive them nuts. Even King Ahab was a simp. He sure was. It's all about resources. Western 304s think they deserve them. If he has it, He should give it to me. Eastern 304s want to prove that they deserve his resources. Yeah, where did that come about? And guys are doing it. Yes, I did. Thanks for those emails. That's the issue. Modern day women, you can look out and see the 304s. They're modern day Jezebels. They do not, they falsely present themselves. They worship false idols and they delete men. And mentally, emotionally, and physically, financially, and spiritually. They are modern day Jezebels. I just made the link. They worship false idols. They delete. They look for attention. And they worship themselves. So when you see a beautiful woman, it's okay to see and acknowledge a beautiful woman. But understand what's behind that beauty. Deception, for the most part. It's a cruel twist of nature that women are this way. It sure is. But we've allowed it. Society has allowed it. Who invented all this technology? Simps, Bill Gates, Fruityberg, all these wackos. I mean, they're all Skittles too. Tim Cook Skittles, the OpenAI ChatGPT Skittles. They're all wimpy men, simps, incels. They invented this technology. Strong men built bridges. Strong men built buildings. Strong men built houses. Wimpy men built technology to control others. Polska says, guys, if you get the chance to meet others in real life, do not miss the opportunity. Meeting some of you guys in real life has been some of the coolest things. Yeah. I could say on my YouTube channel, I have probably, I would say that even though I haven't even met 99% of you, I have good friends. I could call you good friends. If she has 10 suggestions and 7 are good, can she handle the 3 that you say no to? Yeah, well said, Slam. Clown Chloe 304. I saw those pictures, brother. Saw them. Crazy 304s. I'm grateful to just get a second chance at life. Being set free, working on my art, skating, good friends, and adventure hiking the 4,000 footers in North New Hampshire. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad she presented me with divorce and when I was 43. Can you imagine if I was 53? So I did get a blessing in my early 40s. She will never love you the way you love her, which is for her. She only loves you for what you can get for free and from you. Truth. Couldn't agree more. They love differently. They love in an opportunistic way. Sam Fisher's in the house. Good to see you, Sam. I love beautiful women, but not enough to love them, commit to them, or care for their wants. I leave the simps and the state to pander to the 98%. No emotions. You want to destroy yourself real quick? Throw some emotions in the mix. You want to destroy yourself really quick? Live with a woman. Get married to a woman. Have children with a woman. It's not recommended. Not today. And the guys that tell me I have no idea what I'm talking about, oh, I do. Married, 3 kids, lived in multiple states, bought multiple homes, had a successful business, been through the family courts, been through alimony, been through the popo, coming at midnight. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And she was a wonderful Christian woman that I met. So if you don't believe me, try it. Go ahead. Hope it works. Would love to meet all you guys. Maybe have a MGTOW party. I think there's something going down at the end of April. Check out Rev. I was 50, 20 years down the shitter. Well said, Alcianato. Even your mother's biggest red pill I learned. I was watching some Lycus last night. Blow me up, Tom. The last time I went on dates, a woman bought me dinner on her dime. When I tell people this, they say, wow, she's the only one you have to wife. Yeah. It's programming, right, FJT? It's all programming. John Boston says, I'd like to meet everyone on this channel. We have hundreds of years of experience here. Oh, yeah. From all walks of life, from all countries, from all cultures. Yeah, absolutely. Love someone opportunistically is a very bad thing. That's what women do, Manajroy. It's dangerous when women at work seek attention, possible harassment claims, walking track. Yeah, that's another thing. You have to be careful. You got to follow the Mike Pence rule. Never be alone with a coworker or somebody that's a woman that you don't know. King Solomon was told by God not to marry foreign women because they would turn his heart away. He disobeyed God, and that is exactly what happened. Well said, Rich. Here you go, Rad. Take me out African tribal style. Once you're done with the wild animal, set it back free into the woman's woods. Just like Axel Foley, I ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. There you go. Rad, we both got married in 97, and my life would have been so different had I not been. Oh, yeah, I wonder about that. But I'm glad I had to go through. I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through it, right? But it sucked. I tried to warn even Scoot matters. The husband of Haley Scott Jade matters. Yeah. You can't fix stupid, right? You can't tell people. We don't recruit for this philosophy, this way of living. England. So is Peter, and so is Beefcake, Otto. Thanks for being here, man. Right. I was watching the Johnny Depp, Depp versus Heard. It's on Netflix. It's a 3-part series. And then I read about Johnny Depp's parents' divorce when he was 15. He lived with his mother. Apparently he didn't like his father. And then later in life, as he became, gotten successful, he reached out to his dad, and he got to know his dad more and wanted to understand why the family broke up at age 50 when he was 15. And now he got really tight with his dad because, again, if you have sons that have left you and they live with the mother and they pull away. Now I've noticed it in my second, who's my first boy, that he has come around. So guys, if the boys don't talk to you, your sons don't talk to you, they will eventually. Huh. Well said, Christian. I think 304 has created the atmosphere that we are in. They don't like us. They don't ever want us while simultaneously needing us, and they resent that. Sure. It's funny. I don't need no man. 75% 304, 25% simps. There you go. I don't need no man till the electricity goes out, till the bridge collapses, till the buildings fall down, till the roof caves in. I don't need no man. Just remember that. I don't need no man, right? Which is fine, Guys, we live in a world where relationships have no return on investment. Very rare. It takes us. Now, again, the Jonathan Noble way is fine. If you get older and you meet someone, she has her own resources and lives her separate life, and you come together, whatever, that's fine. But if you don't want to deal with drama, don't deal with that. But if you need a little throwdown every now and again, whatever. It's very rare. It's a 1% to 2%. And again, they'll want more time. So it all depends on how you live. But yeah, we live in a world where the modern day woman is a very dangerous investment. Very dangerous. Bow down to no man. Rad, even my previous girlfriend looks like a biker chick. I saw that. They just get harder. Hammerhand versus Terrence Pop. Wrestling MGTOW. They're both good creators. I've been hearing Tom Likas rated YouTube lately, and it's a real eye-opener how to avoid problems with women in the date. Yeah. I mean, it's the recipe is already there. If you're a nice simp, you are going to be walked over. And if you get walked over as a simp, it's going to affect you really bad. Opportunistic Love says Project. Guy's tattoos are signs she is pumped. Absolutely. I do not like tattoos on a woman. My daughter's got like 12 or 15. My daughter's a 304. I saw a young woman my daughter's a Jezebel. I saw a young woman with a flat tire recently. I smiled and just walked on. She don't need no man, right, Peter? Yes, men are a part of the problem, but just as a small bit. However, females knew exactly what they were doing. Feminism didn't take advantage of her. She took advantage of feminism. Well said, brother. Bob, guys, I got to open the co-op Polska out. Drizzle Drizzle. There you go. So take this information, take what you've been through, and have a better life. Understand what's behind a woman. You have to understand female nature is not male nature. That's a problem. If there is the biggest problem with men and women, it's men think that they can use their logic and their male nature and their male brain to fix a woman and to make her believe the way he believes. So he gives her lots of nice things. He expects her to love her in return. It doesn't work like that. And men need to understand this, but they're too afraid to understand that because they have been programmed that they need to be a gentleman. Right? Women are a flat tire with a flat tire. I got a boyfriend. There you go. Mr. H is in the house. Good to see Mr. H. What's up to you, brother? Good to have you in the chat. Tattoos on the hand are a 304 red flag. Oh, what about, and they're everywhere now. Women are putting them on their faces. They're putting, and you know who had tattoos on their faces several years, let's say 20 years ago? Prisoners, male prisoners. Truly bad gangsters. Beer and Friends is in the house. Good to see you. Peter says, if I fall in love at 30 with the CEO, what a load of BS. Oh, yeah. They'll take him. Look, a woman that marries a billionaire will take the billionaire. Even billionaires are simps. It doesn't take a lot for men to be happy, and when we are happy, we mean we are satisfied. Well, post-nut clarity is a very good indicator of the satisfaction of men after they have laid with a woman. My mother is 65 and single from dating jerks. Can you imagine where today's woman will be by that time? Oh, geez. Can you imagine? Yeah, even seeing that. Go research the Sephora girls. There's 7 to 12-year-old girls that run to Sephora, and they're putting all sorts of anti-aging creams. They're watching these TikToks. They want Botox. Wait till they're in their teens. It's going to be crazy. Honestly speaking, I despise tattoo on both genders. I don't mind them on dudes if they're well done. These tattooed chicks have lost all semblance of reality. Just because you think the guy with tats is hot, it doesn't mean we think the same way. Absolutely. So again, invading men's spaces. Any skills that can help to build men more wealth? Beer and Friends, check out Gone with John's channel. He's got a power washing video. You can make a lot of money power washing, and it's very easy to get in. Jezebel spirit is inside Haley Scott. Yes, it is. Those kids of celebrities, man, it's too bad. Women are followers and follow trends. We are meant to have authority as men. Well said, Wolf. Women are hive mind. There's very few real women. They're all fake. They follow each other. I'm fussy. That works both ways, lady. Well said, Peter. David Castro's back. Good to see you, brother. What's up to you? Whenever these gals are nice to a guy, love bombing, they each have an agenda. I don't buy anything. No, they love to love bomb. They love to love bomb. Scare that Jezebel. It ain't going away. That's a problem with the Jezebel spirit, Christian. Remember, men, Catholic exorcists say 95% of possessions are ladies. I wonder why, Wolf. I love the single life, no stress, no debt, no alimony, no child support, just work some overtime today and I spend the money all on myself. I do whatever I want and when I want. And FJT bought his house. He's 30 years old, paid off. And he's a Chad. Remember, all Chads just get to the front of the line quicker. That's all. Char's in the house. Good to see you, Char. I'd like a nice shed off the grid where I don't have to pay for electricity and water. Sounds like a nice idea. Well, Tennessee. Filler laser nail shops are spring up everywhere here in the UK. Oh, yeah, it's everywhere here. Signs of the times, Peter. Fortunately, Southern Italy has a lot of naturally good-looking women who aren't not that brainwashed yet. Interesting, Simone. 5% of exorcism are false. There you go. The boy Kent's in the house. Let me know if I'm having internet issues. Rather, this woman I know, she got divorced, and now she's at the gym and working out. She was all on the dating sites, and at 57, she realized she's not 16. Her husband cheated on her and left. Yeah, no surprise. Hollywood is full of 304s. Well said. Brad, bad knees. Eminem just gave the middle finger. There you go. Southern parts of Colorado. Yeah. I loved his mother, but she never loved herself. Addiction, terrible upbringing, and mental disorder. What an eye-opener with single parenting. Yeah, I agree with that, Slam. Tennessee, I heard, is good. A little bit hot, but Colorado would be good. They're becoming so masculine, all seeing Otto. Yeah. Well, guys, this has been a great stream. I'm ready to get out and do some things. It looks like my internet's kind of going up and out. But if it goes off, then I'll just cut the stream. I'll cut off in the next 5 minutes. Colorado's nice, but a bunch of libtards. Idaho would be okay. Rad guys tell me they're jealous of me because the women I've had always tell me that it's really not that serious. The sex gets somewhat older after a while. It's overrated, in my opinion. Sure. Love to go to Italy, Simone. I just finished the Ripley series, and I would love to go and hang out those streets. Go up and see some old Italy and ride some Fiats, you name it. Ride some Fiats, Vespas, drink some vino, have some pasta and bread. Yeah, it's buffering pretty bad. So I'm going to cut the stream. This has been a great stream with great comments, great participation. Love to hear what you guys say. I really do. It definitely leads and gives us all something to think about. Brandon Trueblood's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Brandon streams every day. His subscribership is going up. And appreciate him doing what he does for the Dane community. I'm always catching those streams, but typically it's lurking in the background while I'm doing my data entry for my job. But love to see Brandon out there. Here's a story. Go on True Blood's channel and ask him his life story. After divorce. Quite eye-opening, and how he reinvented himself. Anyhow, good to see everybody. Go out and enjoy today. Remember, chase excellence, masculinity, of course, men first. I'm out.